It's a lot of superstars there, and you didn't give one of your superstars an opportunity to make a play. No disrespect to Kyron, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if I'm in that situation again, I'm giving it to Matthew Stafford. Put the ball in his hands. Put the ball into Vontae Adams' hands. Put the ball into Puka Nakua's hands, and then we go from there. I'm looking at a situation, I'm looking at film where Puka Nakua gets stalemated at the line of scrimmage, and he's not a blocker. I understand the philosophy and the schematics that, you know, the Los Angeles Rams have and what they've had for years. They do incorporate their wide receivers in the run game with blocks and certain different tactics. But in that situation, 4th and 1 with the game on the line, no, we got to come up with that. And on top of that, Court, on top of that, RC, you had a timeout prior to that play, and that's what you come up with? Oh, come on now.
See, that's the thing, though. We've gotten into this world where creativity has to reign supreme. And part of Puka Nakua's greatness is his blocking. He's the best blocking wide receiver in football that's actually a really good wide receiver. Everybody else that you bring into the game that blocks like Puka Nakua don't never catch no balls. They don't ever catch any passes. The reason that he's so difficult to cover and you can move him around and have him insert into the line of scrimmage and get out into the pass route is because he really do that. Puka Nakua really digs out linebackers. Puka Nakua digs out strong safeties. And so I don't have a problem with Puka Nakua being there. Now, if you want to say that Kyron Williams, who just got a contract extension, who's had 1,100 yards in the last 2 seasons, isn't good enough to get the ball because the other people are better, then I have to acquiesce to the superstar in you, Cam. But when you've watched the film, when you're averaging over 4.5 yards a carry, when you just saw the fact that Kyron Williams should have walked into the end zone for a touchdown, you are confident in that play, and that's what I feel Sean McVay leaned on.
Well, and that's where I wanted to go with it, because he fumbles at the goal line. Kyron Williams has a fumbling problem. Let's call it what it is. Since 2023, 7 lost fumbles. That's the most in the NFL at the running back position. You expect him to not have what you're seeing on the screen happen. You're expecting he can pick up 1 yard in that situation. If it's 4th and 1, the other option, you go under center with Matthew Stafford. Is that a thought that crossed Sean McVay's mind? You brought up his creativity, RC. He's supposed to be the most creative play caller out there. And I know he took accountability, Cam. I'm cool with that. But the other options we're talking about here, the other superstars, the margin of error for this Rams team. We saw what happened.
Los Angeles Rams are undefeated.
4-1. Mac Jones had your part of it was
McCaffrey 60+ yards.
8 catches.
To number 3, to draft Mac Jones, you're out of your stinking mind.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is easy to use. A new MC.
Listen, man. DJ, I call him DJ. See, me and him go way back. Y'all understand that? We go way back. We was in the U together. I was the kicker at that time. You know, we was doing our thing. But now we here. We got a great movie coming out tomorrow. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you go see that.
But who we got here?
We got DJ.
Oh, DJ?
Yeah, I call him DJ.
I call him The Rock.
Come on. I call him DJ. You know what I mean? We do our thing. How was it? When you think of Mark, right? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Vulnerable. Mark Kerr's the first thing I think about. The word I think about for Mark is vulnerability. Because when you talk to Mark these days, that dude was the baddest dude on the planet. Mm-hmm. And never lost. And would truck dudes multiple times in one night. Back then, that was tournament style. So if you won, you kept going. No gloves, no mouth guard, no rules, especially in those early days for him. So this idea of vulnerability, that was nothing. It was not part of his DNA. But as he lived his life, and between eventually he caught a loss, it really fucked him up. Mm-hmm. He OD'd twice lucky to be alive. So these days for Mark is all about, I shed that, I open up, and vulnerability is the thing that leads him today. So that's what I think about getting to know, because I've gotten to know him really well. Me and Mark aren't as close as me and you.
Yeah, I know. So that's all that matters.
But we're still close. But I would say vulnerability.
I want to say this. The title, the most important part to the title of me from watching the movie, this is my interpretation, was machine. And I'm going to tell you why. Mark, in you. People see you as a machine, whereas though they dehumanize you, and they don't know that you hurt, you cry, you feel. They just need you to show up for them, to entertain them every day. And what is your take on that, becoming Mark, and also being the Rock for so many different people, whereas though they don't think that life is connected to you because machine. You become a machine, you become an entertainment machine, to whereas though they don't know the pain. They don't know the hurt. They don't know that you could get your heart, no matter how huge you are, your heart could get broke. You feel, or you could get angry, and you're allowed to because you're human, but the machine part say you can't. So how did in becoming Mark, you connected with that? And also, how did you deal with that being a Rock?
That's a good question, man. That's a really good question. It's hard to live up to an image, but you don't complain. Because what are you going to complain about? Because I got nothing to complain about.
Right.
Because I think, those times where I think, man, I can't go out, I can't go to a mall, I can't do this. The alternative to that is that we go back to nobody caring who I am,
Right.
or go back to having paycheck to paycheck, living those days. I don't want to do that. So I learned to keep my mouth shut a long time ago, and also I would weigh it out and think, well, but I dreamed for this. I wanted this.
Right.
I worked hard, right? So, but to get to know Mark in that way, it's such a smart question, because there's a term that Benny Safdie, who wrote and directed the movie, he came up with in the beginning of it, which is radical empathy. So you can empathize with somebody, but if it's radical empathy, you go deep. Right? And so becoming Mark Kerr just gave me this whole other level of radical empathy, because I realized that you guys love the Eagles. I like the Eagles. I fuck with Kevin all the time.
Yes.
And the Eagles are winners. And with Mark Kerr, what I realized, the radical empathy part is, it's not the winning, it's the pressure to win. And how we deal with that pressure determines, I think, what real greatness is. And in Mark's case, that's that radical empathy part where I became so radically, I could empathize with Mark and understand that, oh man, this brother, as you said, he was the biggest dude on the planet. He was a beast, capable. Everyone expects him to deliver and expects him to entertain and expect you show up for me how I need you to. But no one sees his pain. No one saw his addictions. No one saw his heart being broke. No one saw the crazy relationship that he was in that was so codependent with, at that time, the love of his life. No one saw that. They just saw the machine. And so I give him a lot of credit, because if you think about it, this movie was based off a documentary back in early 2000s. And at the end of that documentary, he loses everything. Lost it all. But then that's it. That's how the documentary ends. And it's not like us, if we had a chance, not like he had a podcast where he can show who he is today and how he's grown. Like, that's been that dude's legacy for 20 years, which was, oh yeah, that guy was amazing. He was the best on the planet and then lost everything. So I give him a lot of credit, because he cleaned himself up. He got clean, got sober. They had a beautiful son. His name is Bryce. And that dude finally, after all these years, is at peace. And that's the thing we search for, right? Is
Absolutely.
peace.
When you got the role, the script came through, when you're reading the script, and you're trying to figure out if this is something I want to do or not. When you're reading the script, what resemblance did you say? Oh, damn! Like, me and him both had this together, like the same similarities. What was those things?
The pressure.
The pressure
to deliver, because at that time, Mark Kerr started was going through a boom at that time.
Yes.
Right? And so was MMA in Pride in Japan. And it was the pressure to deliver. And also, it was this high that's intoxicating when you're performing in front of people. And it's live, because there's nothing like it, right? And especially if you're in a ring and if you're doing MMA, which I didn't do. I did pro wrestling, which is still combat, but it's performative, obviously. We know what we're gonna do, and we know what the outcome is. We just don't wanna get hurt. Let's go on to the next town tomorrow night. But still, it's just the banging on the body every single night.
Right.
And no seasons, just every single night. I would wrestle 270 days out of the year, and it was just wild. So there was a lot of connective tissue with me and Mark, and ultimately, when I read that script from Benny Safdie, what it also represented for me was just an opportunity to push myself and do something that I had not done before.
More serious role, right?
Yeah, a more serious role where I can sink my teeth into something and just fucking rip it open. Because I've been in a position where I make the bigger 4-quadrant movies, right, that play to a lot of people, which I love. Jumanjis, Moanas, things like that. But in a way, what I've said is I got backed up into a corner and I got pigeonholed, but I did it to myself. And that was the thing I had to realize, because at first I think it's a little easier to say, well, they see me like this and they want me to do it like that, when you realize, oh no, I've been putting myself in this position. So when I first read that script, I thought, this is my shot at just ripping it open. And then once I know I'm gonna make the film, then I started thinking, that's when you start to have doubts.
Yeah.
Like, shit, can I do this?
So you still have doubts?
Oh, I had never been scared before making a movie. All the other fear, of course, we had just as men, we were vulnerable, in all these other areas. But not making a movie. I always came to set like, all right, let's go.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're ready, we're ready. I was fucking terrified doing this because of the places I knew I had to go. The raw places, the intense places that I knew I had to go. And luckily I had a director who says, yeah, you can do it. I believe in you and I got you. Then I had a co-star, of course, and Emily Blunt, who says, I got you. Let's do this together.
Now, it was moments in the film where I felt as though you wasn't acting, you was reconnecting with your past. It was too real, and it was like, he ain't acting right there. He's connecting with his journey too, of being Mark Kerr in a different world. Is it truth to that?
Yes. And what helped that was the transformation, the 13, 14 prosthetics. I had a physical transformation. I had to gain over 30 pounds. And what was crazy is I didn't think about this until I just started to put on the weight. I went, oh shit, I just can't put on 30 pounds of just muscle. It has to be a certain quality of muscle, that fast twitch, because he's a wrestler. So it's not like I could just jack weight around and just be bulky, because I had to move. And so that kind of understanding, that kind of quality, that added another layer of oh shit, okay, now I understand what has to happen. So physical transformation, vocal transformation too as well. So when you guys, when you see Mark in the movie, he is as advertised. And one day you guys are gonna meet him. Remember, it's like with Tyson, where he was just the baddest dude on the planet, but yet vocally it didn't match sometimes. You were like, oh, why he's got such a soft voice.
Yeah.
Same thing with
yeah, she better stop playing with me.
Yes.
You can't believe it.
That Mike's my guy.
Yes. Man, so when you have a guy like Mike Tyson or a guy like Mark Kerr, who these guys are walking contradictions, right? Because they are animals, lethal, but yet at the same time they have a softer speak to them. Same thing with Mark. And to your point, there were times in this movie, man, where you just go elsewhere. and especially in the fights, not only the fights in the ring, but also the fights at home.
Life.
With the life fights.
Life.
With the woman you love. And as you guys know, in real life, what we didn't want to do in our movie was, oh, what's the movie version of a married couple fighting? This is Benny, the house we were in, he built that from scratch on a soundstage, but he built it from scratch, running water, and he built it from scratch so he could hide the cameras. So by the time we walked in there, me and Emily, and it's gonna kick off, and we're gonna go at it. There's no cameras. So, and you don't see lighting setup or anything like that. So you can imagine how real it was the moment we walked in there. So man, those fights that we had, it reminded me of, you know, like the stuff that I heard as a kid.
Right.
You know, with my own parents.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by DraftKings. NFL fans, what's your favorite touchdown? There's over 100 years of TDs to pick from. For me, it's the next one. Because with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting part of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. DraftKings Sportsbook delivers the unmatched intensity of the NFL right to your fingertips. From first touchdown scores to anytime touchdown props, or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. Here's the best part. Bet $5, just $5, and you get 200 of bonus bets instantly. You hear that? Whip your phone out. Hurry up. Forget all them other, DraftKings. Come on, download it. Your team hitting pay dirt? Pays out to you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code GILLY right now. That's code GILLY to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Put it on and wear it right. This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Jackpocket. Mega Millions is hot in them streets. And all the buzz right now, our partners at Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app, has got you covered. With Jackpocket, you can order official lottery and scratch off tickets in minutes right from your phone. Over $1 billion in lottery prizes have been won using Jackpocket. Don't miss your shot at millions. New Jackpocket customers get $5 in lottery credits when you opt in and use.
I thought
Forever. We get God give us time to be able to say, go ahead. I'm gonna come back, but we're gonna talk again. And when time for us to talk, it's gonna be a different place. So I look at it like you gotta really have your effort. You gotta have your fuck it button, and you gotta pull back from everybody else because people will convince you that you're not a good person when they can't take advantage of you a lot of times. And you'll feel it in your chest, and you'll start questioning yourself, and you'll find yourself going above and beyond the call of duty to deliver to everybody else as you forget yourself.
That's right.
And then when I start seeing myself, I'm like, I ain't gonna be here forever. I better enjoy my life and do things that's gonna make me feel good and don't feel bad about it.
That's right.
So
The other monitor.
Crimson bastards a lesson.
Fuck my life, that was a friendly. Molotov going out.
My bad. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose, bro.
Lead dart.
Shock charge set.
Throwing tactical. Damn it, we've lost the lead. Nice, we're pulling ahead.
Throwing shock charge.
Setting rally point. Eyes on enemy. Operator establishing score streak.
Deploying shock charge. Move, move, move!
Marking target location. Calling in score streak. Operator establishing score streak.
Revenge is another bastard, isn't it?
Enemy UAV inbound. Calling in score streak.
Shock charge set.
There's an enemy charge! Planting mine. Hostile foot patrol.
Throwing shock charge. Shock charge!
Attack off. LDBR on my mark.
Oh shit. Chuck an incendiary!
Attack off. Requesting napalm strike on my mark.
Here's KIA. Have eyes on. Let's fucking go! Don't know what your problem is, but this stops right now! Eyes on enemy! Threat neutralized.
Never mind. Enemy spring mine. This is gonna be cool.
Get down, Frank! Assaulted!
Destination marked. MTC's in the red. It's now or never. Operator establishing force. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Tossing Semtex!
You've fallen behind. This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Enemies have destroyed your assault pack.
Deploy napalm strike on my grip. Crimson's falling back. Hell of a show today, Black Ops.
That's right, you better run!
So sometimes you go through a place where it get painful, you know, but you'll figure it out. You be like, and when you do, your chest open up and you be relieved. Like, I've been holding back from doing this all this time.
Yes, yes.
You know, so
You did for you.
it get crazy, but like, you know, sitting here with you, there's so much going through my mind because I seen you at this height, but I'm saying to myself, when you stood on the ring, you know what I mean, Jabroni, when you did everything that you did, who was checking up on you? Who was checking up on Dwayne when you was the rock for everybody?
We got the lead. Now hold it.
I'm throwing shock charge. Last strap armed.
Get a UAV on grid.
Enemy soldier.
Deploying SAM turret.
Semtex front! Take him down!
They've gotten us.
Setting blast trap. Kill. Blast trap deployed. Spring mine! Enemy sniper's done! Five hostiles down. Semtex incoming. Got the bastard. Move, move, move! Catcalls deployed. Deploy napalm strike.
That's LAR. Canisters away. Join the burn, boys. Phoenix 1-1 signing off. SAM turret established.
Semtex armed.
Time's not on our side. Finish him.
Sniper's down. Move.
TACOM, launch a UAV. Bravo fucking Zulu, Black Ops.
Result, we fucking routed them.
Semtex, have fun.
Not bad. 13-3. 6 tags. It's a good lobby. Somebody else on the team over 2-1 KD. Bitch, why are you FaceTiming me? They want to wait till I get up. I stream the FaceTime. I'm not FaceTiming. Let's go firing range. It's an easy firing range, easy. happened to the lobby?
Remind those shitheads who they're dealing with. Come on, you're losing this fight.
How you get shot so fast? Can't use this.
One less hostile.
The pluggers. Ah. We gotta use a different gun. Let's use some shit that's gonna SWAT. Can't go wrong with the SWAT.
Crack!
Where you at?
Shock charge set.
Where you all at? Bitch. Oh my god.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Fell for that, huh? That's it. Bitch. Nigga.
Throwing stun. Hostile concussion spotted.
Uh-oh. How the fuck did he hit me and he don't see him? He's right in front of you, bro.
Deploying shock charge. Enemy shock charge.
Yeah, peek on around here.
Oh. UAV established overhead. UAV inbound.
Get your bitch ass from around. Oh, not with the slide shot. Am I what you call them blow bum ass up? There we go. Yeah, 2 for 1 special.
Blast trap deployed.
That's a lag. You see that? I ran through my bullet.
Waypoint marked. Move. Someone owes me a fiver. Neutralized. That's a kill. Painting napalm strike location.
Napalm release in 3. Danger close. Phoenix 1-1, egressing mission area.
Wow. Possible shot.
Sniper's down. Move.
You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it!
Starting on move.
How do you do that?
Done. Target eliminated.
Hostile scout pulse in your AO.
Hostile using assault pack. Identified.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Guess I chose the wrong people for the job. My bad.
What was that? KL death ratio was on par, but it's not even close to win, man. I mean, I had a little bit of tags. This is not good. 5 tags. Nigga was getting Sprisnade, boy. 19. But look at this KD, bro. Same with this guy. Look at this guy. 7 tags. Look at the. Okay. Negative. Yeah, we were. Let me see. What level is this? Same dude. Black OG. That's not his ass. a different lobby. SWAT was SWAT. Stick with the SWAT.
Hardcore kill confirmed. MTC is live. Assume all contacts are hostile. We've lost the lead.
Drop the enemy's lumber. Blast trap armed. Lights out. Grenading. Enemy.
Man, come on. Come on, bruh.
Semtex incoming. Spotted an enemy. Sweet dreams.
Two of y'all, real quick.
Semtex front. Hostile shooter. Enemy grenade.
He should have been dead. Hit markers is wild. He's hard to hit.
Eyes on enemy.
Ah! Heard his ass with their 8-pound stomping too.
Look alive. Hostile sentry turret active.
Enemy spring mine.
Woo! He got that sentry in the perfect
Watchdog
place.
helo incoming on your location.
Semtex incoming.
Net call. Enemy watchdog helo inbound.
Shock charge set.
Net call. Napalm strike inbound.
Great. Damn it. Oh, come on, buddy. That's uncalled for. Come on. Nigga shot me with his back turn. That was crazy work. All right.
Neutralized. Blast trap deployed. Enemy blast trap.
Your ass blasted.
Tango down. Deploying shock charge. Semtex incoming. Someone owes me a fiver.
Fuzz, I should have just stayed. Damn it.
Setting blast trap.
Dang, never. Homie.
Piss, not again. Friendly down. Mine deleted. Enemy using trophy.
Oh!
You're planning on giving up. Do it now.
Semtex
If
incoming.
not, get to work.
Calling mine. Hostile shooter. One less hostile. Got the bastard.
Mother bugger. I threw a shock charge right over there. Thank you.
Throwing shock charge.
They're the CIA. You think they were just gonna let you walk all
That was
over them?
fucking abysmal. It's over. RTB.
It's over. It's over. Headshots. Clean up these headshots with the SWAT to see how far we need. Load out. SWAT. Customize. Come on. Huh? Oh, they've been playing me. I gotta put a different scope on here. Go back. No, not customized. Switch up to this guy.
free, people. Lay some hate on them.
Spotted blast trap.
Show ass, Mr. Postman.
We've taken control.
Sighting on mover.
Pop. Sighting on mover. Got your ass. Pop. No, bitch.
This shit ain't
Deploying
working.
shock
We've
charge.
lost the advantage. We got the lead. Now hold it.
Kill.
Mother blaga, blaga, blaga. No, nigga.
You're done. Got them. They stepped into it. Five kills.
Strike ready for the unit available.
Lucky.
RCXD maneuvering.
I like when what you guys back here.
Prepping sentry turret.
Bitch. Ooh, he gets me.
Disrupted enemy mine.
Enemies have disarmed the string mine.
Oh.
Blast trap identified. Shock charge set. Contact. Enemy sniper stop. Get some napalm on my target.
Napalm released. Firebug close. Winchester, RTB. Firebug 1-3 out.
Spotted blast trap.
Arthur going hot.
Shock charge identified. Blast trap armed. Have eyes on. Sniper! Sniper!
There's a spy in our ranks. Watch your six.
Assaulting! Deploying shock charge! Threat neutralized.
Deploying Archangel. Archangel prepping fire.
Come on, Indiana Jones. You gonna jump down like that, bro? Bitch. Where your homie at? Bitch.
Sweet dreams.
What you thought this was?
No medals for second place. Crush those dirtbags.
I gotta have top tier on
Add the
this
requesting
match.
Watchdog Helo on my grid.
Eyes on enemy. Lights out. Five kills.
Come on, do the trailer.
Enemy sniper shoot.
Oh my god.
Throwing shock charge. Enemy sniper's done.
Hang on. Let me call Langley. Give him the good news.
Proper victory.
I gotta have the best.
Job done.
Told you.
Someone owes me a $5.
like it. 30 and 10. Should have called in a watchdog. I don't know how I messed that up, but. We put hurting on these dudes. Good choice. Let's see. See, this classified as this map is Garbo. We got to go on intermission, but this army nigga be cheating, boy. Guardian 91, he's a cheater. So for sure, if it's not a good map, and if we're on another squad, I'm going to leave the lobby. We might end the stream. Oh no, bounties in. See, now watch. I'm gonna be another team as him. Oh, he left. Good. I don't like this map though. Yeah, we're not gonna do this, guys. We've been having good KD ratios this entire stream. Finally. We probably pushed it up from last time we checked. It was 1.22 in Master Prestige. Now it's 1.24. Okay. All right. All right, guys. We'll be back later.